Yo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Made a second channel. If you guys don't know about my second channel, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe after you like, because that channel is going to be exclusively for gameplay videos, noob to pro series, bunch of different stuff. It's pretty fun, so go ahead and sub to that channel as well. With that being said, right here we got something a little more interesting. We got anime Saga, which is not a tower defense. I know you guys are like, thank God, finally no tower defenses. But yeah, look, this game is very unique. I really enjoy it. It has a couple bugs here and there. I'm not tripping over them. They'll be fixed. It's all good. But it does have 52,000 people right now on release, which is not that bad considering Europeans are struggling to actually play the game since it's a little bit later on in the time zone. Many are asleep, many are doing different things. So it's really exciting that this game released when it did. Hopefully it maintains 50,000 concurrent players. Again, this game is like Anime Dimensions mixed in with a little bit of anime Switch. I kind of like that. I kind of like that combo. Very good combo. VFX wise, it's okay. Some are good, some are bad. I'm not tripping though. Again, let me just really quickly make another one called a B tier. These are gonna be for epics. I'm gonna rank all the epics in the game. So Sasuke is gonna be 1. Then it's gonna be Vegeta, Usopp, Sanji would be like right here. Nezuko is actually really strong with the burn. Put it right there. So this is gonna be the tier list right now for epics. I think this is a pretty even tier list. Again, let me know if you guys don't like any of these. I think it's pretty good though. Next up, we're gonna go with A tier. Now A tier is gonna be exclusively to the legendaries. First, we're gonna go ahead and put Enos. Then we're going to go ahead and actually add Zoro. Zoro is actually going to be the worst legendary in the game, unfortunately. Then Pain is going to be next. And then it's going to be Rohan right over here. I think Rohan is better than Pain in my opinion. Very useful for area units. So that's why I really like him. Next up is going to be Mochi. But the thing with Mochi is that his Z ability is literally the best ability in the game, arguably. So because of that reason, I want to put him at meta because of that one ability. But if we were ranking the whole kind of unit, we're only ranking the unit like used by itself, it's gonna be on A tier for the moment because you could combo up with Z. But as a beginner player, if you're just starting off the game, Mochi is going to be the best by far to get in the game. Rohan will come second, of course. So I'm going to put Mochi at A tier, but he is meta because of his one ability, which is the Z move, which you can transfer over the damage from the Z move to your best damage dealer, which is really cool, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and keep him my A tier, but hopefully that explains it good enough to those haters are gonna say, oh, this tier list is bad, you can't put Mochi at A tier. I'm like, man, let me stop, bro. But look, next up is gonna be meta. Now meta is where the big boys come in, right? This is where the mythicals and Remu comes in. Now the worst meta in my opinion is Chainsaw Man. Many people are gonna say Denji's so good. No, he's not. He has no survivability. He has 0 iframe moves. He has close range abilities only. And on top of that, he doesn't even have bleed, which is just disgusting. It's literally Denji. Like, he is literally the bleed master. Like, come on now. But it's all good, Again, if he gets a buff, I'll remake the tier list. But for now, this is gonna be it. Okay, Doma is gonna be second. Not bad abilities. Not good either. Not high damage, so it's just gonna go right there. Next up is gonna be Frieren. Now Frieren is pretty good. I would personally say that Frieren is one of those units that you only use for the abilities and then switch. You don't really keep using her, you know what I mean? So if I was you, I would get her just because she's a good support with the Z move, but also she does extremely high amount of damage from long distance, which if you have a little bit of a tanker, you can go ahead and just spam those abilities over and over again. So that's not bad. It's not bad. Next up is gonna be Sid. Meta support, great healing. But also Sid has an atomic move once you evolve him that basically makes him pretty strong. Now this is a unevolution tier list, this is not an evolution tier list, but Sid unevolved, very good metas for support, very strong abilities, but he just doesn't do as much damage as these last two. So in general, I would say that Sid is just gonna go as the third best unit in my opinion. And then number 2 is gonna be Okarun. Now look, I use Okarun. He's my main. He's incredibly strong. I fly through waves because of his overall abilities. Now he has 2 abilities where he holds down. When you hold down the button, he does of course a bunch of DPS in that area, and that alone connects to another move after it's done doing all the damage, which is just extra damage, and then you got a good trade on him. If you get like Overlord on him, for example, he's automatically going to be super broken. So in general, he's a very good unit. Okay, next up is gonna be Remu. Remu is actually gonna go into the best. Now, not many people have her, but a bunch of testers, a bunch of people who tested her said she's pretty damn OP. Now that's why I'm going off of it. I'm pretty sure, you know, she costs 1,800 tickets. That's a lot of tickets. That's like damn near like 15 days of non-stop grinding that raid event, maybe even more. But she's very OP. Okay, you guys will definitely think that she was the best. Now I heard that she's a lot of HP, decent damage. I think that she's gonna be the best tank in the game, so arguably must-have unit. So hey, that's gonna be the tier list right there and then. Of course, it goes from best to worst. Now, this is my opinion, but I did test all of these, so except Rambo, of course, but you know, I did hear a bunch of stuff. So technically speaking, this is the best tier list you can possibly have. If you want to get a unit, I would recommend you get Okarun first, then go ahead and go for Sid and all the rest. But you know, that's what I would do. If you guys found this video helpful, leave a like, subscribe, let me know what other videos you want me to do quickly. With that being said, see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and peace out.